So sit straight, keep your eyes closed, and put your right hand on your heart and just listen to your heart. Every thought that is coming to you, let that thought come, and just believe that this thought is coming to you from the universe, and universe is using your heart to pass on that thought to your mind. When we are born, the first organ that comes with us, that becomes live, is the heart. Even before the heart actually becomes a mature heart, starts with a small heartbeat. The heart is the first organ which universe gives us to ensure that blood flows across that small little piece of mass which you are when you are born. And after, the other organs grow. So every organ, every piece of your body which grows after your heart is designed by the universe. Visualize that moment that the universe is designing you. Universe आपको manufacture कर रहा है. Universe is designing you inside your mother's womb. Just go there. Actually go there. Actually go there. Go and sit inside your mother's womb and visualize that tiny you, which can only be seen by ultrasonography, which just picks up the beat of the heart and tells the mother that yes, you are pregnant and the baby is live. Visualize those moments when some of you have become mother, and that first USG where the doctor or the technician is showing you that, see, this is how your baby is. That beat that you're seeing, that blink of light that you're seeing there on the screen, that's your baby. You were also like that. You were also born like that. Just be there. Be in that moment when you are like that. That small, just a beat. And the heart is beating. And the universe is using your heart to design you to who you are today. You are a product of the universe. The universe is using every element that creates the person who you are today, the body that you have today, every organ that you have today. It is using that fire, that water, that light, that space, that earth, and creating you. Visualize that moment when you are being created and actually being created inside that safe space of your mother's womb. Visualize that moment. And slowly, you are getting bigger and bigger. The other organs of your bodies are being developed or being created, and they are being nurtured inside your mother's womb. And you are growing. And then someday, almost after 9 months, the universe decided that now it's time for you to come out. The entire world is there to greet you. You visualize those moments. When you're inside your mother's womb, you're absolutely safe. You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to be stressed about anything of your past. You don't need to be worried about anything of your future. You are absolutely safe. You are growing. You are enjoying those moments. You're kicking with your feet, those small, tiny feet and hands, and telling the ears, yes, I'm getting ready to come out. And then that date came. Go back to that moment when you actually came out of your mother's womb, the day which you call as your birthday. That this is my birthday. And then you arrived on this planet and visualize that the planet was also ready to receive you, fully ready. Everything is around you. Whatever you need to survive is there for you. You don't need to worry about anything. Everything there is around you. Everything is available in abundance. The food, the water, the air, the people, the caregivers, everything is available in abundance for you. You are not alone. Visualize that moment. And even after that, till the moment you discover that you exist, everything was taken care of by the universe. Every damn thing. You don't need to think about anything. Every damn thing is taken care of by the universe. Till the moment you discovered that you exist. That is the moment when thinking started. Before that, it was all thoughts. All thoughts. You are receiving all those thoughts. And according to those thoughts, you are expressing yourself. And you are not even aware of it. The whole world is looking at you for peace, for joy, for love. Imagine what happens when you look at a baby. The moment you look at a baby, the only thought that comes to your mind is those emotions of love, peace, and joy. Visualize that. Isn't it amazing? And you are spreading those vibrations of peace, love, and joy all around you. You were like that. And in fact, you are still like that. The only difference is that probably now you are not aware and you are struggling to being that way. That was your natural being. That is still your natural being. So you don't need to work hard. Don't need to do anything to become peaceful, joyful, and loving for yourself and for everybody around you. We really, 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 really do not need to do anything for that. You are already that way. The only thing is you have forgot it. And then the universe came to you with this wonderful book, The Power of the Heart. The universe said that, okay, you have forgot it, it's okay. But I'm still there with you. And then you got this book as a gift. Then you got some people who are all around you to read the book together so that you don't feel alone. So every chapter of this book that we are reading, the every contemplation, the every suggestion at the end of each chapter is there is for you to get back to yourself. That's why the author is suggesting do these activities at least for 1 week. Every activity that is given to you, it's only for a week. Do it for a week. If you like it, you continue it. If you don't like it, it's okay. But at least experience the experience of the feelings of the emotions of how it is being with yourself, at least for 7 days. So the last week, we had this wonderful activity. It's like every night for a week, take 10 minutes before you go to sleep to write down 3 things that went well for you today. Actually visualize since you got up this morning till now. Since you got up till now, just think of one thing which actually went well for you today. Just this morning. Be present to that one thing which went well for you today, ever since you got up in the morning. Just visualize that and then ask this beautiful question: why did this go well? Whatever went well for you till you get up this morning, till now, ask yourself, why did this go well? And you must have got an answer to it. Just stay with that answer. Just stay with that answer. Now slowly open your eyes. Slowly, very slowly. It should be so slow that you don't even notice that you're opening your eyes. Take some time to open your eyes. Come back to wherever you are sitting. Come back to yourself. Prepare a small 1 minute speech to share that experience. Just prepare in your mind that what went well today, one thing, and why did it go well. Just prepare, just visualize that you are supposed to talk about it for 1 minute. What you are going to say, how you are going to feel, what emotions you are experiencing right now, how grateful you are feeling about this whole thing, how grateful you are feeling about your existence right now. 250,000 people have left this world when you slept last night and got up this morning. And by God's grace, you are not one of them. You can still breathe without support for breathing. You can just breathe naturally. You can move your hand, you can walk around, you can eat, you can drink, you can listen without any support. No device. You didn't require any device to experience these life experiences.
So I'm getting a message by someone called Mr.
Ma'am,
Parmeshwar.
please don't talk during this session. Let people come, let people go. Just stay with yourself. All right? Just be there and then come back. Stay with yourself. Before we start today's session, just take 1 minute and share your experience. Can you all hear me? Am I audible?
Yes,
All right.
yes, sir.
So please go ahead and just take a minute and share your experience.
Experience about today or the last week?
Yeah, just what happened over last few minutes and that one thing which went well for you and why did it go well? You've already prepared that 1 minute speech, right? As we were practicing. Just share that 1 minute speech.
It was, for me, it was the freshness of the morning which bloomed and gave me the happiness. Secondly, your guided ways of, focusing and concentration. That helped me be very happy. Thank you.
All right. Everybody just go ahead, be proactive, and just share your 1 minute experience. Please go ahead.
Yes, during that this session, I felt when I got up, I was very happy and I had a big smile on my face. And I finished my meditation very much earlier and very well on time. And I went into a deep silence. And that moment, I realized my quiet mind at that moment is teaching me a lot. And I was very happy. That's
Good morning, everyone. Uh, for me, the best moment was I was in my meditation. Uh, I went deep down, and when I asked why, the clear message from the universe was very clear. Just connect to yourself more. So I have to connect myself more within, go within instead of moving outward. Try spending more time with myself. That was a message I got it. Thank you.
Lovely morning that I woke up to, and hearing your meditation put me in a mode of uh, where we were, where we are, and where we were always in His heart, in His loving presence. But we don't realize, and we go around the world, just for the present moment and thinking of the past painful moments and the worrisome future. But there's nothing to worry because there is love, peace, and abundance if you connect with Him, the Lord. Thank you.
Good morning. So one thing that touched me today was reflecting how life itself begins. From being formed in the womb, the tiny heartbeat that started beating on its own. Every human life itself is a blessing and a miracle because it reminded me to feel gratitude for life, health, and unseen divine force that keeps us alive every moment. Thank you.
Please, 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 some more, some more. Himakshi, Pinky.
Uh, Good morning, all. Hello. Good morning, all. Today, for me, the thing which you said, Pinaki, the safest place in the mother's home. That one I felt very happy. That much I felt very. safest place and very happy to sit there. So it was like really I'm reflecting that one. So that is the main thing for me.
All right. Any more? Any more? Any more? You know what I wanted to give you experience about is that you are still in that safe zone. You're still in the safe zone of the universe. The universe is the womb wherein we are all inside right now. We are all safe. You don't need to get back to your past. You don't need to worry about anything which is happening in your life. Just stay in the present. Just stay in the present and be grateful for everything which is happening with you right now. And those who missed the session, the meditation we practiced a while ago, I would recommend each one of to go through that meditation once I share the recording. All right. Any more experience sharing about one thing which happened good for you this morning after you got up in the morning, and then figuring out why did it happen so well. That's what we are sharing. Now, if you are maintaining silence, does that mean that nothing good happened with you this morning? We're just reviewing the practice that we are supposed to practice last 1 week following the reading of this chapter 6. And let me tell you one good thing which happened with all of you. You got an opportunity to brush your teeth. And why did it go well? Because everything was there. The brush, the toothpaste, the wash basin, the water in the wash basin. Your hands are perfectly all right. So you can brush your own teeth. Your teeth are there. That's why you could brush your teeth. If they had not been there, you don't even need to brush your teeth. Yeah? You got up in the morning.
Nice share.
Yes, Binal.
First of all, thankful to this opportunity that waking up and I can hear the beautiful voice of all the divine angels from here. As I wake up, I'm thankful to God that not only did I wake up, but every part of the cell, the pink of the health, everything is good. As I wake up, I see my parents overflowing with joy, happiness. I can see them. I can see them enjoying. I can see my sister. Everything is so good. I can see a newspaper wala coming in. I can see the milk vendor waking up earlier than me, delivering at the doorstep. I'm so thankful. Everything is just aligned to make our life happy. So thank you so much for everything.
Brilliant. Okay. So let's go ahead with the reading. So we will be reading chapter 7. And let me share the screen.
There's one Mr. Parmesh who's contacting me and trying to get in. I don't know him, so can you just handle it?
Yeah, I am in touch with him. I have told him what to do. Okay, so here we go. So let's go ahead. Let's read one page each, because so many of us here this morning.
Yeah.
Just one page, and then somebody else take it up from there. Okay.
Yes. Become a person of the heart. When you begin when you begin to touch your when you begin to touch your heart or let your heart be touched, you begin to discover that it's bottomless, you vast and timeless. Pima Chodron. Because Eckhart Tolle's words had set me on my path to exploring the powers of the heart, I was particularly eager to meet and interview him. I also wanted to hear about Tolle's own awakening experience as a young researcher assistant at the University of Cambridge. At his home near Vancouver, Canada, told why is there a black patch? Told me that in his 20s he wrestled for years with unbearable anxiety and thoughts of suicide. The world felt cold and hostile to him, and he reached the point where he felt he wanted to leave it sooner rather than later. One night, the pain, the anxiety, and dread were worse than ever before, and Toll kept thinking that he just could not live with himself anymore. Suddenly, he had a different thought. If I cannot live with myself, then there must be two selves, the I and the self that I cannot live with. And he realized perhaps only one of those selves was real. There's a black patch which is coming. I don't know why. This realization was, after that, I cannot, this realization so overwhelmed Told that in that moment he was unable to think anymore. Even though he was conscious, his mind could not form a single thought. For the first time in his life, his mind was put completely on standby. He wanted to breathe a sigh of relief, but before he could, he suddenly felt drawn into a vortex of energy, and his body began to tremble uncontrollably. Scared that he might lose himself, Toll clung desperately to who he thought himself to be. Ulrich Leonhard Toll, a researcher assistant, a German, a man, a person, but all he could do was to give in to that whirl of energy. When he did, he heard a voice within his chest tell him not to resist, and suddenly he wasn't afraid. Toll could not remember what happened next, but when he came to the next morning, he felt different, at peace, and the world around him seemed to have changed. He no longer seemed hostile, but beautiful. I'm stopping here. Please continue because the sentence is rather wrong. Long one. Toll strolled through the city in the amazement at beauty all around him. He felt as if he had been born again in some essential way. Please, someone continue. I've finished one page. Thank you. Hello,
Only,
anybody, please
only
continue.
later, only later would we understand what had happened to him. The intense pressure of his suffering that night had become so bad that his consciousness had been forced to liberate itself from his unhappy and fearful the self sorry the only self. Toll said it was as if his past had been suddenly erased and his future had become unimportant. The only thing that mattered was the present, the now, and in that powerful here and now, everything was good. Whenever you you are, be there totally. If you find your here and now intolerable and it makes you unhappy, you have three options. Remove yourself from the situation, change it, or accept it totally. If you want to take responsibility of your life, you must choose one of those three options and you must choose now. Then you must accept the consequences. The power of now, Eckhart Tolle. In his new state of consciousness, Toll realized he only needed to be himself. His true purpose was to be in the present. According to Tolle, he of being in the now or of pulling body and soul together into one consciousness. When we shut down the noise of our thoughts, then we are able to connect with our heart, to conduit to our true essential selves by focusing yourself, by focusing your awareness on your heart, by listening to the voice of your heart, you get an understanding of who are you really are. You are more than your name, nationality, profession, or any other label. Even if you were to adopt a different name or change your nationality or profession, you you would remain yourself. You are also more than your personality. Whether you are a kind of competitive, optimistic, or a fatalistic, you are also more than
Meal at
your
6 or 7 in the evening, nothing until morning.
you are more than your physical body.
Stays
If you
low
are
overnight. And
seriously
Just
injured,
just a sec, ma'am. Uh, yeah,
okay,
go ahead, ma'am.
you are also more than your physical body. If you are seriously injured, you may change in some ways, but you are essentially the same individual. Should I continue or
Let someone else read. Who would like to?
Hiccups. Dean Schrock. If I could create a new diagnostic code, I would actually call it forgotten identity. I think we have genuinely forgotten who we are and the power we have and our real essence. Your true identity is my heart, the seat of my soul, the most authentic, most genuine, and most powerful core of myself. My heart and soul are my essence. My personality operates in the world of my five senses, but I don't perceive my soul with those senses. My soul is beyond the world of labels, living up to an image that I have for myself or that other people have for me is inauthentic living. Yet, to live in the world, I modify my behavior to fit all kinds of situations at home, at work, at school, at the gym. As I do, I may project an image of myself, a persona that is at odds with my true self. This personality can make me afraid to be as I really am. So sometimes I deny my true self and hide behind a mask. Deepak Chopra. Every child has played hide and seek. And I know when I play hide and seek, there is a part of me that does not want to be found out, and there is another part of me that works to be found out. So I lose myself and ultimately I find myself. That's the play of life. In a way, I spent my whole life playing hide and seek. On the one hand, I hope not to be found because I'm comfortable with the personality I have assumed. On the other hand, I want to be found because deep down my personality shaves against my true self. To resolve this discrepancy, align my personality with my soul. Yeah, thank you.
Marianne Williamson, that shift from body identification to spirit identification, that is the meaning of enlightenment. And that is the same thing as saying going from the perception of the mind to the knowledge of the heart. By shifting your attention from, by shifting my attention from my head to my heart, I connect with my true self and develop the courage to be who I am really. Marcy Shimoff, when we look at life through the eyes of love and through the eyes of the heart, everything changes. The world outside may or may not change or may not appear to our liking, but when we change how we are perceiving it, when we move from our thoughts to the feelings of love, everything in the world around us appears different. When we look at the world only through our thoughts, through our mind, it can seem difficult to or hostile. We have 60,000 thoughts a day, and 80% are negative. But when we drop our attention into the heart and we start living more from the heart, life appears different. The world looks different. Marcy Shimoff, instead of a negative place, it becomes a friendly universe. Einstein said that the most important question a person can ask himself is this a friendly universe? And the happier, people who are happiest answer yes, this is a friendly universe. That does not mean that everything is always going your way. What it means is you believe that this is a universe that is on your side. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. William Shakespeare, Hamlet. Somebody's continuing.
Yeah, keeping your heart open keeps you connected to your essence. Your true self is effectively a universal self, your true identity, part of something much bigger that we might call the soul of the world. You are your soul first and your body second. Your body is merely an envelope that enables you to function in the physical world, whereas your soul transcends all the sensory perception, dimensions, and other elements of that physical world. Just by being ourselves, we are born towards a destiny far beyond anything we could imagine. The begin I nourish inside me is the same as the begin that suffices every atom of the cosmos. Deepak Chopra. Staying aligned with your heart and soul connects you to the universe. Human beings are made of body, mind, and spirit. Of these, spirit is primary, for it connects us to the source of everything, the eternal field of consciousness. Eckhart Tolle. You reach God not by reaching out, which for thousands of years most humans have done when they talked about God. Your eyes would go upward and you would look for God up there somewhere, but nobody ever found God up there. There was even a Russian astronaut who came back from the space and said, I didn't see any God up there. And of course, he didn't, because God is the divine dimension. That is the essence of who you are, and that is heart, the heart of the universe, the heart of who you are. There is no difference between your true self and somebody else. We are all connected. As Tolle writes in The Power of Now, you just can't feel it because your mind is making too much noise. Neil Dolan Walsh. In my awareness, in my deep understanding, all of us are manifestations of the divine. That is, each of us is a singularization of God itself. And I think the experience of that occurs when our heart cracks wide open and we see our true identity. We see to the deepest part of who we are. From the moment you come into being, you are your soul. Your soul gets all the vital functions going. And because your soul is immaterial, it cannot die. Your personality will die, but your soul will live on. Doctor Kathy Maglito of cardiothoracic surgery, who writes about the heart's many meanings, frequently witnesses patients' final heartbeats as they move between life and death. Something very definite, very distinct leaves their body when their heart stops. She says, and she believes this is their soul. She also believes that the soul resides in the heart because once the heart stops, the soul departs. It is only the individual that a soul is given. Your soul, your universal self, adopts an earthly personality. Your personality tends to emphasize the differences between you and others. But when you recognize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, that we are all spiritual beings, you see the contentedness and realize that you are the first and foremost a soul. Now, Gary says, instead of being insignificant and powerless, you begin to glimpse something,
Thank you,
something
ma'am.
that
Thank you,
can be
ma'am. Let
terrified.
somebody
Oh,
else
sorry.
also read. Yes, who would like to go next?
Okay, I will read.
Yes, Sakshi, please. Oh, we are almost at the end of the chapter. Okay.
Gary Zukav. Instead of being insignificant and powerless, you begin to glimpse something, something that can be terrifying at first, that you are a compassionate, loving, powerful, and creative spirit. You are here to live from the heart. Contemplation, a sense of soul on earth. With an open heart, You see the world in beautiful detail, friendly, spacious, alive. Every detail has its own place and meaning. Write physicist and mindfulness teacher Jeremy Hayward in Sacred World, the Shampala way to gentleness, bravery, and power, in which he also offers his contemplation. To heighten your heart's perceptions, think of or look at something beautiful. Say a flower. Notice the whole flower, its color and shape. Look closer and see smaller details, veins in the petals and leaves, the center's delicate texture. Enter into the space of those details. Feel the vastness inside and around each. Connect to the space inside and around the flower. Now connect to the space around you. Lie down on the floor or bed and pull your body into a tight ball in the classic fetal position. Pull your knees up to your chest. Put your arms around them. Head over your knees. Close your eyes tight and feel black space all around you. Tense all the muscles in your body from your feet through your legs and back, up through your head. Hold that tension a little while, keeping your eyes closed. Gradually relax each muscle, toe to head. Trust that the world is good. Keep your eyes closed and let yourself come out of this ball and slowly unfold until you are sitting on the floor. Now open your eyes, breathe out, feel the air on your skin and the space around you. Look around you at one thing at a time. Look closely and notice not just each object, but the space and the light around it. Take your time with each object around you and feel the goodness of what you see.
Wow, that's amazing. So the chapter ends here. Let's read it again. And now, when you read it, you actually feel it. Every word that you're reading, just feel them. And this is the story of Eckhart Tolle. Imagine he is famous for his book, The Power of Now. And imagine he's the same person who was actually contemplating his death. Visualize. और वहां से निकल के बंदे ने एक किताब लिखा and that book will become a world famous book. That's the power of now. Okay, so Sakshi, you can read from here once again.
Becoming a person of the heart. When you begin to touch your heart or let your heart be touched, you begin to discover that it's bottomless, huge, vast, and limitless. Because Eckhart Tolle's words had set me on my path to exploring the power of the heart, I was particularly eager to meet and interview him. I also wanted to hear about Tolle's own awakening experience as a young research assistant at the University of Cambridge. At his home near Vancouver, Canada, Toll told me that in his 20s he wrestled for years with unbearable anxiety and thoughts of suicide. The world felt cold and hostile to him, and he reached the point where he felt he wanted to leave it sooner rather than later. One night, the pain, anxiety, and dread were worse than ever before, and Charles kept thinking that he just could not live with himself anymore. Suddenly, he had a different thought. If I cannot live with myself, then there must be two selves, the I and the self, that I cannot live with, and he realized perhaps only one of those selves was real. This realization so overwhelmed Toll that in that moment he was unable to think anymore. Even though he was conscious, his mind could not form a single thought. For the first time in his life, his mind was put completely on standby. He wanted to breathe a sigh of relief, but before he could, He suddenly felt drawn into a vortex of energy and his body began to tremble uncontrollably. Scared that he might lose himself, Toll clung desperately to who he thought himself to be. Ulrich Leonard Toll, a research assistant, a German, a man, a person, a dash. But all he could do was to give into that world of energy. When he did, he heard a voice within, his chest tell him not to resist, and suddenly he wasn't afraid. Tolls could not remember what happened next, but when he came to the next morning, he felt different, at peace, and the world around him seemed to have changed. It no longer seemed hostile, but beautiful. Toll scrolled through the city in utter amazement at the beauty all around him. He felt as if he had been born again in some essential way. One later, only later would he understand what had happened to him. The intense pressure of his suffering that night had become so bad that his consciousness had been forced to liberate itself from his unhappy and fearful self. Toll said that it was as if his past had been suddenly erased and his future had become unimportant. The only thing that mattered was the present and the now. And in the power of here and now, everything was good. Whenever you are, be there totally. If you find you're here and now intolerable and it makes you unhappy, you have three options. Remove yourself from the situation, change it, or accept it totally. If you want to take responsibility of your life, you must choose one of those three options and you must choose now. Then you must accept the consequences.
Thank you. Thank you. Who would like to read next?
Me.
Please go ahead, Ramaya.
In a state of consciousness,
Slowly, slowly. Aram se.
in his new state of consciousness, Toll realized he only needed to be himself. His true purpose was to be in the present. According to Toll, we all can reach this state of consciousness of being in the now, of pulling body and soul together into one consciousness when we shut down the noise of our thoughts. Then we are able to connect with our heart, the conduit to our true essential selves. By focusing your awareness on your heart, by listening to the voice of your heart, you get an understanding of who you really are. You are more than your name, nationality, profession, or any other label. Even if you were to adopt a different name or change your nationality or profession, you would remain yourself. You are also more than your personality, whether you are kind or competitive, optimistic or fatalistic. You are also more than your physical body. If you are seriously injured, you may change in some ways, but you are essentially the same individual. Dean Schrock. If I could create a new diagnostic code, I would actually call it forgotten identity. I think we have genuinely forgotten who we really are and the power we have and our real essence. Your true identity is your heart, the seat of your soul, the most authentic, most genuine, and most profound core of yourself. Your heart and soul are your essence. Your personality operates in the world of your five senses, but you don't perceive your soul with those senses. Your soul is beyond the word of labels, living up to an image that you have yourself or that other people have you have of you is authentic living, Eckhart Tolle in New Earth. Yet, to live in the world, we modify our behavior to fit all kinds of situations at home, at work, at school, at the gym. As we do, we may project an image of ourselves, a persona that is at odds with our true selves. This personality can make us afraid to be as we really are. So sometimes we deny our true selves and hide behind a mask. Deepak Chopra. Every child has played hide and seek. And you know, when you play hide and seek, there is a part of you that does not want to be found out. And there is another part of you that wants to be found out. So we lose ourselves and ultimately we find ourselves. That's the play of life. In a way, you spend your whole life playing hide and seek. On the other hand, you hope not to be found because you're comfortable with the personality you have assumed. On the other hand, you want to be found because deep down your personality cheers against your true self. So, to resolve this discrepancy, align your personality with your soul.
Thank
Marian,
you.
okay.
Thank you. Would like to read next? Anybody?
Sir, can I?
Yes, yes, please, please.
Yeah. Marian Williamson. That shift from body identification to spirit identification, that is the meaning of enlightenment. And that is the same thing as saying going from the perception of the mind to the knowledge of heart. By shifting your attention from your head to your heart, you connect with your true self and develop the courage to be who you really are. Marcy Shimoff, when we look at life through the eyes of love and through the eyes of the heart, everything changes. The world outside may or may not change or may not appear to our liking, but when we change how we are perceiving it, when we move from our thoughts to the feeling of love, everything in the world around us appears different. When we look at the world only through our thoughts, through our minds, it can seem difficult or hostile. We have 60,000 thoughts a day, and 80% are negative. But when we drop our attention into the heart and we start living more from the heart, life appears different. The world looks different. Marcy Shimoff, instead of a negative place, it becomes a friendly universe. Einstein said that the most important question a person can ask himself is this a friendly universe? And the people who are happiest answer yes, this is a friendly universe. That doesn't mean that everything is always going your way. What it means is you believe that this is a universe that is on your side. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. William Shakespeare, Hamlet. Keeping your heart open keeps you connected to your essence. Your true self is effectively a universal self, your true identity, part of something much bigger that we might call the soul of the world. You are your soul first and your body second. Your body is merely an envelope that enables you to function in the physical world, whereas your soul transcends all the sensory perception, dimensions, and other elements of the physical world. Just by being ourselves, we are born towards a destiny for beyond anything we could imagine. The being I nourish inside me is the same as the being that suffuses every atom of the cosmos. Deepak Chopra, Unconditional Life. Staying aligned with your heart and soul connects you to the universe. Human beings are made of the body, mind, and spirit. Of these, spirit is primary, for it connects us to the source of everything, the eternal field of consciousness. Deepak Chopra, The Seven Spiritual Laws for Parents. Eckhart Tolle, you reach God not by reaching out, which for thousands of years most humans have done when they talk about God. Their eyes would go upward, and you would look for God up there somewhere. But nobody ever found God up there. There was even a Russian astronaut who came back from the space and said, I didn't see God any up there. And of course, he didn't, because God is a divine dimension that is the essence of who you are, and that is heart. The heart of the universe, the heart of who you are. There is no difference between your true self and somebody else's. We are all connected. As Toll writes in The Power of Now, you just can't feel it because your mind is making too much noise.
Thank you. Thank you. Who would like to read once more? All right, let me read. In my awareness, in my deep understanding, all of us are manifestations of the divine. See, that's why I address each one of you as a divine angel. That is, each of us is a singularization of God itself. And I think the experience of that occurs when our hearts crack wide open and we see our true identity. We see to the deepest part who we are. From the moment you come into being, you are your soul. Your soul gets all the vital functions going. And because your soul is immaterial, it cannot die. Your personality will die, but your soul will live on. Dr. Kathy Magliato, a cardiothoracic surgeon who writes about the heart's many meanings, frequently witnesses patients' final heartbeats as they move between life and death. Something very definite, very distinct leaves their body when their heart stops, she says. And she believes this is their soul. She also believes that the soul resides in the heart because once the heart stops, the soul departs. It is only to the individual that a soul is given. Your soul, your universal self, adopts an earthly personality. Your personality tends to emphasize the differences between you and others. But when you recognize that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, that we are all spiritual beings, You see the connectedness and realize that you are first and foremost a soul. It's like answering to the question, who am I? And then asking to the answer that you got is, if it is not this, that if I am not this, then what else I could be? You know, actually, you can just practice it. Just asking these two questions, who am I? And whatever answer you get, challenge that answer. That if I am not this, then what else I could be? So instead of being insignificant and powerless, you begin to glimpse something that can be terrifying at first, that you are a compassionate, loving, powerful, creative spirit. You are here to live from the heart. And this is the contemplation for us for this week, a sense of soul on earth. With an open heart, you see the world in beautiful detail, friendly, spacious, alive. Every detail has its own place and meaning, writes physicist and mindfulness teacher Jeremy Hayward in Sacred World, the Shambhala way to gentleness, bravery, and power, in which he also offers this contemplation. To heighten your heart's perceptions, think of or look at something beautiful, say a flower. Notice the whole flower, its color and shape. If you don't find a flower, you can look at your hand also. You can look at your palm. It serves the same thing. You can experience it right now. Look at your palms. Actually, look at your palm. Look at the fingers, the lines on your palm. Okay. Enter into the space of those details. Feel the vastness inside and around each. Connect to the space inside and around the flower. Now connect to the space around you. Lie down on the floor or bed or pull your body into a tight ball in the classical fetal position. Pull up your knees up to your chest. Put your arms around them, head over your knees, like the way you were inside your mother's womb. Close your eyes tight and feel black space all around you. Tense all your muscles in your body, from your feet, through your legs and back, up through your head. Hold that tension a little while. Keeping your eyes closed, gradually relax each muscle, toe to head. Trust that the world is good. Keep your eyes closed. Let yourself come out of this ball and slowly unfold until you are sitting on the floor. Now open your eyes, breathe out, feel the air on your skin and the space around you. Look around you at one thing at a time. Look closely and notice not just each object, but the space and light around it. Take your time with each object around you and feel the goodness of what you see. You can actually practice it over next 1 week, then come back and share your experience next Sunday. So let's have a quick discussion on what period this morning. So who would like to start? So let's start with Mangala ma'am, then we'll all follow. Okay. Yes, Mangala ma'am, please go ahead.
the author says in the Atomic Habits that some need to be kept on the back burner and some in the front. So if we can not manipulate, what shall I say, if we can shift this importance as to how I should behave now, then I think I need to control myself. I need to lessen my anger. I need to increase my kindness. So each burner will tell me not just what is important now, but how to deal with it. So when I learn these aspects of shifting positive emotions and negative emotions and a big blend of all that, I think I can get what I want in life. This is what I tried last week. That there were times when I was angry, when I was frustrated, when I was dissatisfied, I tried to push it on the back burner, and then I've often closed my eyes and thought that am I doing the right thing? So this was my way of controlling these feelings which come as impulses in the heart. And when I controlled it, I realized life is really beautiful. You see positive things, and I did see goodness in everyone and how I can connect with them. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Whoever would like to go ahead, just go ahead. Don't wait for anybody else to invite you to speak.
Yes, what I have realized from this reading today, that when he says about the three things, I would choose accept the situation, pause, because you don't have a choice at that moment, and remain in that situation. Trust in universe, that is the moment of present and now, and nature will help you. The second point, which I like, the shift from the body identification to your consciousness identification. That changes the everything. Everything changes at that moment because you have accepted that situation and you are remain in that situation, and that changes everything. And for all these things, I would just say practice. And I always feel and I realize and I do that. Practice, practice, and practice. That is the key to success. Thank you.
Who would like to go next? Or should I call by name? Okay, Ramaya. All right, Pinky.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry. Uh, uh, when Eckhart Tolle spoke about being in present, I remembered Krishnamurti because and the last exercise which is given no today, like when you're observing something, observe. Suppose any flower we are observing, just observe the smell, small petals, and very detailed, minute thing you observe. So I used to read Krishnamurti, uh, but my dissertation is on Krishnamurti. Honestly speaking, I didn't understood what he wanted to tell that time. And when today, I think we went through Eckhart Tolle's sayings also. I realized what even Krishnamurti rather and Eckhart Tolle they want to say. And here in the last exercise is when we are going in that detail, even small. So now, right now, sir, you also mentioned just observe your palm, see the lines there, watch your fingers, the shape, the nails. It is to be with that, to be go to that extent where I am one with that. So going to that point where me and the object I'm observing. Suppose and my hand, or me and my, suppose I'm observing flowers. So that both duality vanishes. So at the point I become one with that. Even watching the sunset, when I'm losing myself, it means that I'm completely in that present moment. And in that present moment, I'm losing my identity. Who am I? I'm losing my thoughts. And I think that is the moment when I'm actually meeting myself. That's it, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Who would like to go ahead next?
हेलो
Yes, Sakshi, please go ahead.
as far as I understood कि यहाँ पे रियल सेल्फ और फंक्शनल सेल्फ में जब तक हम नहीं आ पाएंगे, देख नहीं पाएंगे कि फंक्शनल सेल्फ कौन सा है पर्सनालिटी का और रियल सेल्फ कौन सा है, तो ये सब चीज़ें रियलाइज़ करना थोड़ा सा डिफ़िकल्ट लगेगा। और रियल सेल्फ में आने के लिए 100% उस मोमेंट में होना वो बार बार ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि हम प्रेजेंट से सिर्फ तभी कनेक्ट कर पाएंगे जब 100% उस मोमेंट में होंगे। जस्ट एज वी आर रीडिंग, इस क्लब में हम रीड कर रहे हैं, बट
You are not audible, Sakshi.
हेलो।
Yeah, okay, go ahead. You are not audible, Sakshi.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay. So I was saying कि मुझे इसमें जो समझ में आया कि
again, you are not audible. Okay, somebody else would like to share?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yes, Himakshi, please.
Yeah. So, what I understand from the chapter is being present is not just like sitting quietly or doing meditation. It is like being is fully connected to the present moment. So, for example, what I have got present, like whenever we are sitting, like whenever I am sitting with a family, I think about something different, something about work, something about friends, or something about else. And constantly I'm thinking about what's next, what can I do the next, or what will happen, what people will think about. So, nowhere it is, uh, I am not present to the present moment. So, being present in the moment is what I understand from the chat. Yeah.
Yes, very true, very true. All of you must be knowing Sadhguru.
yeah,
So, so Sadhguru, like Isha Foundation, they have a basic course जिसका नाम है inner engineering. And in that inner engineering, he talks about an inner engineering crash course, which is just a 2 minute crash course. And there are 5 statements that you're supposed to speak to yourself in that 2 minute span. The third one is whatever there is right now is the way it is.
Very good.
It cannot be any other way. Whatever there is right now is the way it is. It cannot be any other way. Because if it could have been in any other way, then it would have been any other way. It's not like that, right? So whatever I see there right now is the way it is. It cannot be any other way.
And it immediately shifts us to the acceptance mode.
Absolutely. Now you have no choice.
Hmm.
Now you're left with no choice.
Hmm. Actually, clash arises when we try to be in another state from the present moment, and that is the core of all the suffering.
Yeah. When
Because
we,
every now and then we try to shift from that present moment.
what happens that the moment we are challenging anything, I can say about myself that the moment I am challenging anything, a
Hmm.
word which comes in, it's a 6 letter word, SHOULD. That is a very dangerous word. That word shifts our attention from now to everywhere else.
Hmm. And that is why I love my name, Pinaki, being in Sakshi Bhav. That is the most difficult task in this world. Every now and then we have to remind that I am beyond this role. I am beyond this role. Because the functional self and real self always clashes.
Mm,
Mm.
That is where, the problem starts because we don't accept the things. We don't accept the thing as it is.
Hmm. We
Because we
always try to get, add our own ingredients in it.
we always think
Mm.
that we are very smart and our ego hurts very fast. And once you
Yeah.
accept the thing, everything changes.
mm.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know about we. I only know about I.
So
At least it happens with me.
Miracle of Mind is also an app I have already mentioned here. Miracle of Mind.
Mm,
In
Mm.
that practice, also, we again and again repeating the sentence: I am not the body, I am not the mind.
mm. That's the Isha Kriya.
Hmm.
वो मदर
Good,
हेन सब
excellent.
सब बच्चों को लेके साथ चलती है ना तो मेरा हाल भी है आई टेक
Hmm.
बट हेलो
Let's listen from Preshit, Padma, Beenal, Ramaya,
Sir, you'll have to,
Samina.
excuse me today because I joined very late. I wanted to draw the wisdom. I did the homework exercise activity very well. So I was so interested not to miss today's class. Uh, so I think I've not kept pace, but I just wanted to listen to all of you. So I can't
Mhm.
do much sharing today.
You have already shared what you wanted to share, that you are already in the now.
Okay. And now, yes, I have received like all these things which I learned from listening to all of you. I understand that being in the present, and accepting, whatever you said, the acceptance. So that is more important. And of course, the shift that happened to me after doing that activity was really phenomenal. And I really didn't want to miss, though I joined late. So I thought, let me listen to this and do my activity if there is any for this time.
Wonderful. Like I always say, you are never late. You're always on time where you should be.
Okay, yes,
It
I am
cannot
on
be any
time.
other way. It cannot be
Absolutely,
any other
absolutely.
way.
Yes, yes, so true, so true. It cannot be. And for this,
Yeah.
I joined. Yes.
Whatever you see there right now is the way it is. It cannot be any other way. So whatever is happening in your life right now is absolutely okay. You are not late. In fact, you are never late. You are always on time for that
Yes,
particular activity, for that particular part of your journey on this blue planet.
yes. Meant to, what I meant to receive now. Yes, I
Yeah,
am on time.
absolutely. Like that's what Sakshi was connecting to, that the real self and the functional self. The real
Yes,
self is here, but the functional self is moving here and there. The
yes,
real
yes,
self is here right now, wherever you are right now. The functional
yes.
self is coming with all those thoughts. I should have been there, or I should not have spoken. I should not.
Yes,
Get rid
huge
of this should
distortions.
word.
Yes, yes, yes. CBT, that's what, these are the distortions that one has to, I mean, I have to avoid. I'm sorry.
Very true. You know, one way of looking at life is stay away from this six-letter word called should, should.
Yes, yes,
Just stay away. They say anything, feel anything, experience anything without the word should, and then you see what
yes,
happens.
yes.
So
Should
then you have
followed
no
by, yeah, should,
whatever
must, would, and all that. Yes,
yeah.
yes,
So like should, must, would. So most of the time we get into this trap of should. In fact, get into it's. I won't say get into. We are living inside that trap called should. That it
yes,
should
that's
not be
right.
this way, or it
Mm,
should not be that way.
Yes,
I should
yes,
not be
yes.
this way. I should have done this. I should not have done
mm.
this. Just visualize there is no such word called should. Then how your life would be.
Beautiful.
Yeah, then you are forced to stay in the now. Well, what can I do? This is where I am here right now. The breath that I am taking right now was supposed to be taken right now only. I cannot take it in the future. I can't got an opportunity to take it in the past. So I have no choice but to live in the now. Awesome.
और
Yeah, Beenal.
easiest वे
What?
पिनाकी easiest way to observe this कि जब भी आप happy and peaceful के अलावा किसी भी state में हो किसी भी other feeling में हो then you are in the past or future.
Yes, you're challenging. Absolutely. Let's hear from Samina, Beenal, Preshit, quickly. Debbie, 1 minute. Yes, Ramaya, please.
Um, in middle of the conversation, I missed some this one. I got call. Sorry for that. And this one actually is from so many days I wanted to join these sessions. It could not able to happen because of some other things. But I'm very happy today. I'm able to attend the session, and I felt very happy by attending the sessions. It's so meaningful and thoughtful. So I enjoyed totally the session. And in this chapter, first take out for me is that I like this one. I like this sentence very much, and I want to apply in my life. So whenever you are in unstable situation and when you are in unhappy with any situations, you have three options. So first is it remove yourself from the situation, first option, and second option, uh, accept it, or one more option is change it. So this is very much I like this sentence, and I want to apply this sentence. And Pinaki, you are saying that we should avoid should. So I want to ask you whether the should comes from heart or mind.
See, should comes from mind. Actually, should is an
Hmm.
outcome of thinking.
Hmm.
The thought is that this is
Hmm.
it. The
Hmm.
thinking is whether this should be this way or this should not be this way.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
should is always a function of thinking because you are connecting your dots with your past experiences.
Yes.
And
How
as
much?
you were reading the previous book, that
Yes.
do not believe everything you think,
Hmm.
one statement was very clear that thinking leads us to instability. Thinking
Yes.
is the source of all our suffering.
Hmm.
And I say that this one word is the source of all your suffering. This one word should.
Yes.
You just stay away from this word should, and you'll experience a different quality of life altogether.
Yes.
It's
Definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
So the,
every problems create with this only should,
mm,
whether we should do this or not, whether uh, like that, confusion, two twinning, the twinning options. When it will be there, so everywhere confusion.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like as you were sharing those three options,
Mm.
again that should is coming. Which option should I choose?
No, no, I got the clarity that
Yeah,
whether
I
in
got
that.
that. I got that. But if you
Mm,
notice carefully, you will notice that this is what is happening. Now, which option, which of these three options should I choose?
mm,
You know?
yeah.
So the answer
So
is
these,
whichever is your
Mm,
calling, just follow that.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Padma, you
and
wanted
to
to add
no, no,
something.
and to remember this very well, no, whether since she asked, Madam asked, like, is it from the heart or the mind? So please remember that these distortions are always, they are cognitive. It's a thought. So when you remember that, this comes only from the brain, from the thought. So it
Mm,
doesn't touch the heart at all. So all these things, all these distortions happen in your cognition itself.
mm,
So
yes, yes,
that, yeah.
yes.
Wonderful. Is Rama, you wanted to share some more? Something else?
Uh, that's it. And some more, few other things also I integrate. But I'm very much happy I could able to attend this session, and I want to attend it regularly.
Rama, nobody knows you here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
No, next time probably.
Next time. Okay, so Rama is from
Now,
Bangalore. She's
yeah.
an awesome cake baker.
No, without video, I can introduce myself.
Yeah, please, please.
Myself, Ramya. I'm an eggless homemade baker. I'll make healthy cakes, cookies, and some other desserts, which is healthy and also according to the event or function. Also, I'll make. And also, I'm into fitness challenges and I have attended so many events like High Rocks, Yoga, and Devil Circuits. And I'm exploring more and more thing what I can do apart from that. And I am very much interested in learning new things. And so because of that only here. I'm here. I wanted to from so many days I'm thinking to this one. I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of in the reading club. So it was not happening. So today I made it possible. So I'm very much happy.
Thank you. Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.
Okay.
सुमिता मैम एक पोएम आपकी तरफ से बिफोर वी क्लोज द सेशन.
Mm.
मैंने कुछ सोचा नहीं है पोएम का आज।
लिखा होगा ना कहीं पे, वहीं से पढ़ के सुना दीजिए.
कुछ माइंड में नहीं आ रहा। मेरे माइंड में तो अभी सिर्फ 3 चीजें आई हैं। आई एम हैप्पी, आई एम पीस, आई एम सेफ। दैट्स ऑल।
Pinaki
Absolutely,
sir,
absolutely.
can I add something?
Oh yes, Binal, please.
Yeah. Actually, I missed the session, but I love the sharings done by all of them, especially to live in the present. It's such a precious gift to be in the present. If we lose now, we lose everything. So, with that, I would like to add one poem. I don't know poem, but I'll try sharing one thing which I learned from You Only Guess Where. Okay, to all the team members. आज भी है आज भी है पकड़ी उम्मीद की डोरी. डोंट लूज होप इज द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी. जिसने सीखा इनसे लाइफ में कभी भी ना झुकना, हॉट सीट पे मिलेगा भैया उम्मीद से दुगना. नाउ दिस इज द हॉट सीट विच यू आर राइट नाउ राइट हियर, एंड दिस मोमेंट इज योर हॉट सीट. वॉट आर यू डूइंग इन दिस हॉट सीट? आप क्या थॉट्स लेके आ रहे हो, क्या चीजें लेके आ रहे हो? This will define your character, and character will define your destiny. So make sure you live your present and make sure every day, every moment you are in your hot seat. Right? Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. The seat is really hot. Excellent. So
Then,
thank you all,
I
divine
would like
angels,
to
for
ask,
this wonderful. Yes, yes, please, please, Devi,
can I
please.
ask?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
as Beenal said, even I joined a little late because I'm not a morning person at all. So, and yesterday I was out till late as well, so I overslept. Yeah, so as I was going through, yeah, the learnings are wonderful, and as I was going through, am I audible?
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so as I was going through the learning, I mean, hearing everyone, I came across a beautiful quote. I get a lot of quotes from YouTube, and so the quote, I would like to read the quote. The quote says, "What is love?" The ego asked, "What is love?" It's too big a word for me. I don't understand it. So the ego is saying this. Ego is asking love, like, what is love? It's too big a word for me. I don't understand it. The soul replied. So it's ego versus the soul. The soul replied, if you understand kindness, if you understand respect, if you understand acceptance, then you will understand love. So since we are reading about power of the heart is this, that everyone has limitless, infinite love within, which needs to be portrayed, which needs to be felt first. Self love is the first step. And when you start self, practicing self love on a conscious basis regularly, it's only then that you can share it with others and make the planet a happy place to live in. But then, how do we actually start with self love? And how do we actually uh, spread it to others? So, the three things that here in the poem that I just read, the poetic phrase that I just read, the soul replies, if you understand kindness, if you understand respect, if you understand acceptance. So, the three things, three perspectives of, three ways in which you can change your perspective of looking towards life, looking towards people around you. People are not going to behave the way you want to all the time. So I think acceptance, but be kind at all times. You need not love everyone overtly. So if a person is behaving very badly with me, it's difficult, to actually love that person. But have the sense of thought that I have to be kind. That's what I teach my daughter every day, day in and day out. You don't need to hate the person. You don't need to love the person, nor do you need to hate the person. Be in between. Be kind to the person. Be kind to just everyone, irrespective of whether the person is behaving in the manner in which you want her or him to behave with you. Second, be respectful at all times. Even if the person is not giving you respect, you maintain, you give respect, you give kindness. And the third and the most important thing is acceptance. Acceptance is such a powerful word. Like even today, now, if you need to accept your now, you have to be in acceptance of your situation, come what may, however difficult, however unbearable it is, that you don't feel like living at times, as we read in the chapter, that you feel like giving up on your life. Anxiety. I have been a victim of anxiety. I'm still going through, and anxiety is such a terrible thing to deal with. The biggest challenges of anyone's life. Everybody has it in different proportions, but when it becomes unbearable, you actually feel like giving up on your life. But that's the point. When acceptance comes into play, it is a very powerful word. So if you have acceptance of your situation and the reality of your life at all points in time, that is how you come to your core. You come to the
reality that there is love within you. You need to love yourself, and that only will help you accept your situation, the reality of your life in the now, and will help you everyone around. I mean, spread it to everyone around you, and it'll help you to make your life beautiful in the truest sense, come what may, however unbearable or difficult your situation is. It is very
Thank you.
difficult to practice, but it's not
It's
impossible.
wonderful. Like I could connect it with KRA. Like in corporate world, we use this word KRA, key responsibility areas. So if you're clear about your KRAs, you know what you're supposed to do. And what you are saying right now is simply connecting the dots with that. If you're kind to people, if you're respecting them, and if you're accepting them the way it is, your job is done. So
Yes, it's not
wonderful,
easy,
David.
but impossible says, I know of a phrase. When I think of something that is impossible, or when the word impossible comes to my mind, I always make conscious efforts to self talk, and I remind myself that
Hmm.
there is a very potent phrase: impossible says that I'm possible. So there is
Absolutely,
nothing which is impossible in this. It's all the limitation of your mind. You limit yourself to think
absolutely.
so. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Devi. Yeah, Prashit, you wanted to share something? You are unmute.
Yeah, I joined when the meditation was on, and I'm connected on mobile as I'm having my morning walk. So, just taking that point forward, I've heard the summary, audiobook summary. So, I recollect Eckhart's experience of how the night was, and in the morning was awake and enlightened without any stress. And just taking your point forward that talking about should, Louis Hay, I believe, mentions it in one of the books that should is a very negative statement. And as I'm walking, I'm just experiencing all the senses and activating my peripheral anchors, as our coach suggests. So, experiencing the moment and enjoying the walk and listening.
Thank you, Prashit. Thank you so much for participating. All right, let's. Samina, you were left behind. Why don't you add one line?
Good morning, sir. I added in the beginning, but if you want me to add now, I can. The most beautiful thing that I heard when somebody was reading, that nothing is impossible. And only if we bring ourselves back to the reality that everything is in its perfect place and condition when we were born, then there's no need to fret or fume. It's better we live in that blissful moment for now and always. Thank you all.
Thank you, Samina. All right, so my dear, lovely, divine angels, make your life amazing. Make others' life amazing also, so that they keep your life amazing anyway. So that's all I have to share this morning. Thank you once again for being on this wonderful journey together. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
कि मैं आपके
Bye.
साथ बात कर सकती हूँ?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल
Thank you,
बिल्कुल
sir.
बिल्कुल. Let us
Pinaki,
just
I
close this
have
session, or
shared
do you want to continue?
I have
Thank you
shared
very
the
much.
flute recording, Pinaki, if you want to play that, so that
Oh
everyone
yes,
will leave in a
why
good
not?
mood.
That will be great. I heard.
Why not? All right,
It, and
let's.
yes, I will also add a line that until death, all defeat is only psychological.
So true, so true. All right, here we go. Okay, I need to share the sound also. Just a sec. Yeah, but awesome.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
sir.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, let's close this session. Or Sumita, ma'am, want to continue? Let me close the recording. Recording बंद करते हैं.